Do you ever feel that your ranked experience of Apex Legends has reached its ultimate peak, that the prospect of climbing any higher is nothing more than a fool's hope? But worse than that, all your opponents are not just a little bit better than you, they are constantly in a better position, have superior aim, better loot, and to top it off, the enemy squads all seem to have this synchronicity of an Olympic team. Meanwhile, you get no loot, clueless teammates, and one of them's you, by the way, and if you do somehow luck your way into some points, the very next game will have the Jumpmaster throw you in hot and bye-bye precious RP, probably for the next 5 matches in a row. Yeah, well, welcome to my life. My name's Tagg and I'm the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth. And listen guys, few people have been challenging my claim to this title recently, but what a lot of you fail to realise is 2 things. 1, the idea of being the best average player in the world is that occasionally you might do some alright things, but you never truly learn from all these mistakes and you become consistently inconsistent. And more importantly, 2, rebranding is a pain in the arse and I'm not doing it. So you can shut your goddamn mouth. Now today's games are going to have some elements of pain in them. Pain for you, the viewer. Pain for me to have to retell these tales of me getting wrecked again and again. But in these moments of failure, we're going to find hope within my struggle. A hope that shines through like a flame fighting to burn on a dirty, scummy wick. A flame that illuminates a dim light, revealing a possible future where even average players have a shot at something more, something tangible, something attainable because of a sheer strength of will, a connection to a force of nature. A future where even a Plat 4 player could rank up into Diamond.
What the f***?
Now for you to truly appreciate these struggles, you have to see the games where I get outclassed not just once, but pretty much all the way through an entire match to the point where I sucked in my sphincter so tight that, well, I still don't think I've fully released it, to be honest with you. However, this game I was blessed with 2 teammates who understood that to win, the word team actually had a deeper meaning to these guys than many of the others I've been playing with, which was just as well, because I was about to get my arse spanked. Early on in a game, well, it tells you a lot about the random people that you've queued up with, how eager they are to protect their points, and how willing they are to hunt down enemies just to get into a fight. Well, it turned out that Bloodhound was in the mood for that hunt. While they finished the job before I even got there, our battle was just beginning.
Enemy spotted. Ring closing. Punching a tunnel. Engaging the enemy. Set the portal. Void running.
1 HP, no idea who shot me and from where. At least the portal had saved my life, provided no one came through it to finish the job. Watson was down. The only choice I had right now was to help Bloodhound and finish the fight, but because we're a bag of shite, I went for the revive. However, sometimes when you show such willingness to keep your teammates alive, it's like those Telltale games. You can almost see the prompt on the screen telling you that they will remember. Ah yes, recharging my shields might have been a good idea. After a brief loot up, the Walmart staff wanted to demonstrate their new weapons on us. He's low. turns out, if you're the first to arrive to the shop, you get 3 staff members all offering you deals at the same time, and yeah, quite frankly, I needed to lie down. It seemed that every player was just faster and more accurate, and I have to say at this point, my confidence was thoroughly rocked. Bloodhound came for me. I mean, they really shouldn't have. There should be stats somewhere that you can bring up on a menu mid-game to see if someone's worth rezzing or not, as our carry just got obliterated trying to help the most useless player on the team.
Thanks for that.
Oh my god, man, am I gonna get a freaking break in this game? This was disgusting. Frantic fights requiring constant decisions. I had the speed but not the sense, the will but not the way. I was literally useless and my team must have been feeling it about now. Thankfully, it quietened outside, so it was time to move on.
We're close to the ring. 30 seconds left.
Round 2. 7 squads left. Oh, good god, there goes my shields. Good job, dickhead. The only good thing that I could think would come from this game would be the speed at which you have to determine who and what just lasered you before you're getting vaporized. Oh. This was becoming unbearable. And yes, it felt worse that someone else got the knock on that enemy I was shooting right before I got peppered by bullets that opened up my insides to the outsides. But we weren't done yet. Watson to the rescue! If this was just a one-off game, I don't think I would have been as frustrated and disappointed, but the amount of diamond players, former predators who's turned to the game, not gonna lie guys, these games have been really tough, but sometimes, just sometimes, I have been able to pull something else out of the bag that my enemies did not expect. Octane is an odd choice for me, especially if you saw the last video. No! Oh! However, something else that is also seen a fair bit less in Platinum games on Kings Canyon is the charge rifle. I mean, it's not like you never see it, but it is certainly less frequent. With that in mind, most games are filled up with the sound of echoing havocs all over the canyons, and, well, we'd keep this as our trusty backup if the sniper rifle failed.
Dropship coming in, amigos. Go faster!
Alright, you might be wondering what's going on, right? So, you know, I felt great about cracking the armor and peppering the back of the head of bullets to the point where a gust of wind could literally have finished them off, because I'd split them open like a watermelon. But yeah, there's nothing more antagonizing than seeing this back, knowing they've evaded combat, and my peripheral vision sucked. I found myself walking around like all of those Agent Smiths in Matrix Reloaded after Neo flew away from the park bench fight. But I felt like I needed to do something to fill that awkward moment. You know, you got to like straighten your tie or get a sack plug for the leaking testosterone. Anything really. But then... I don't know about you guys, but I do keep a constant eye on my RP while in ranked, because the expenditure just starts to hurt the further up the ranks you go, but that doesn't mean I would avoid combat. Oh, and you know how I said I hadn't been seeing the charged rifle as much? You go, Octane! You fire those warning shots and scare the bejesus out of that Wraith! Okay, so that was enough of that bullshit. We had to get closer. Was this the greatest armor swap in the world? Well, admittedly, no, it wasn't. However, I was more concerned about making the gas man burn. This was a multi-wave war, and we were right in the middle of it. But so long as we stuck together, like a nun's knees, we had a chance of turning this into a victory. And then, I started to hit my shots. Okay, then we went back to burning out Gibraltar's belly button fluff. As we gave chase, Wraith was a bit behind and got themselves into combat. As we arrived, they dipped off the high ground, but we weren't alone.
Loba, she's low down with me. Loba, she's low down with me. She took my shield now.
So bad!
Charging shields.
So bad. Wow, starting to hurt my feelings. Yeah, well, we'll just see about that, shall we? Wait, -2 RP. Thirst mode activated! Okay, so we lost, and yeah, I might be so bad, but tell me something, teammate. Did you get +10 RP? I didn't think so, bitch!